they determine it. I learned it at one point and then promptly forgot it. But I do know that like
Yeah.
SPF like 10 is like 90% of the job.
Yeah.
The numbers
Yes.
are not super relevant.
SPF 30 is the like most coverage that your skin can get, basically. Anything after that doesn't actually make a difference. They just it just costs more money.
Yeah. But when you tell the story, it sounds more dramatic.
That's true. It did sound more dramatic if you weren't talking to a pale Floridian.
Oh man, I went down to Florida twice, and actually 3 times now, and all the times are good. But I stayed in decent places, so.
I love Florida, man. I have everything here. I have the hills, I have the beach, I have
Swamps.
yeah, dude, swamps are awesome.
All the alligators you could ever need.
Yeah, I got an alligator in my backyard right now. His name's Pete.
I've been getting possums lately.
We got those too. We had a
Very
possum
cute.
at work that was so fat. He was just chilling by people's cars, hoping that they would throw trash out.
Hold on, I have a WebM for this.
Relatable meme.
His name was Rodriguez.
That is a good possum.
Yeah, that's the face of the possums after they got into the bird.
God, this is so human. I hate it. This is freaking me out.
Yeah,
What?
speaking of which, I'll be right back. I need
Every
water.
living being on this earth can enjoy pizza.
The only living being that can't is cheese.
Cheese isn't living.
It's a fungus.
I
What?
think there
It's
are
dairy. It's dairy that has fungus.
cheese. Huh?
That doesn't sound right to me.
It's dairy fungus. It's true.
Blue cheese, yes.
Yeah,
Blue cheese is like mold, right?
yeah. Mold is alive.
Hold on. I gotta search this up.
Forms by coagulation of milk protein.
Yeah,
No.
That's not a fungus.
Does it
so
make
too.
it a fungus?
Like, I searched up cheese fungus, and the first thing is just, is moldy cheese bad for you?
Oh, who is
Yes.
asking that?
Me?
Everybody.
Anyone that eats
I
blue
gotta
cheese?
know, man. The big world out there, and I want to learn about it. Don't
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta get on Yahoo Answers, find out
Yeah.
the secret.
Listen. Everything in the world is alive.
Only some cheeses have molds on the rind, the outer layer, or throughout.
See? Cheese is mold.
No. Some of it has mold in it.
Yeah, so the cheese mold doesn't appreciate that you're killing its home.
Good thing I don't really eat any cheese with mold in it then.
I do. It's
I've-
delicious.
Now I've got me wondering, like, is it a specific type of mold that makes that is edible?
Yeah.
I assume it's not really the mold's issue. It's more like its byproduct, because a lot of them will like leave toxic things behind when it's done, like doing
Eating.
its grim work on the outside of your food.
Yeah. Yeah, you can eat mold. It's fine.
Some probably.
Just, yeah.
I would say the general rule, if you see
Just
mold,
like you can
don't
eat
it.
mushrooms.
Yeah. And mushrooms are alive.
At some point they were.
I mean, they're not alive after you eat them,
Yeah.
but they were alive.
So do you guys have like ambient music that goes on while you play?
No. They keep destroying every music program. I'm done trying to put music in this goddamn game.
I mean, the jukebox works. You just have to have the music downloaded.
Yeah, I don't download music.
Fair enough.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hi!
back. What did you do?
She went to go see if the cheese in her fridge was alive.
This is
What?
dumb.
We may or may not have been having a really dumb conversation.
About whether cheese was alive or not? And
It's not.
it's
The answer is yes.
No.
Everything
I wish
is
you had
alive.
ice cream.
I want.
Yeah, see, that's just milk too, which is basically cheese, so that's alive also at one point.
Hmm.
I don't
Sure.
think ice cream ever has living cultures in it, though.
Like when I
Sugar.
see orange juice, I'm like, that's a living creature and it deserves right.
Sugar was alive at one point. There's sugar in your ice cream.
I don't think you understand what
This
life
is
is.
getting very closely to that Arby's Save a Veggie commercial.
Listen, okay? What do you consider life? What constitutes life?
So
Yeah.
what's everyone's fast food tier list?
I
don't have
recently
one.
discovered Popeyes, and Popeyes is pretty good.
Yeah, Popeyes is delicious, but I still need to know what constitutes life for you.
If
know,
it
but
agrees
Hang
with my
on,
opinions,
let me pull out the fucking bio
So
textbook.
animals aren't alive.
if the animal agrees with me about like what anime is good, then that animal is alive.
So no animal is alive
I guess not.
because you have terrible anime taste.
Hey, maybe me and dogs really agree on anime. You don't know.
Wait, what's your favorite anime?
I don't like anime.
Oh,
Yay, another one.
Oh wow.
There are dozens of us.
well,
I
I've
mean-
got bad news for you, buddy. Dogs love anime.
Mine doesn't. I did find out that my dog, whose name is Chloe, will respond if you try to talk to an Amazon. Like if you say the name Alexa, she thinks it's her. And I'm like, how did you possibly get that confused? You are not very smart.
I like birds.
It's like, no, Chloe, you don't need to turn off the music. You can't do that. That's clearly not talking to you.
Okay, so this is this is something that is alive. It has cellular organization. All organisms consist of one or more cells. Ordered complexity. All living things are both complex and highly ordered. Your body is composed of many different kinds of cells, each containing many complex molecular structures. Sensitivity. All organisms respond to stimuli. Growth, development, and reproduction. Energy utilization. Homeostasis, and evolutionary adaptation. If it does not meet one of those criteria, it is not alive.
That's interesting. I didn't know that they had like such a formal definition out there.
Well, they have to.
I thought it was kind of like
Because you'll have people like Senko going like, what's something that's... What really is life?
see, here's what you do in that
You
situation.
know the plants are
You
conscious
shrug and say,
because
"I don't
went
know,
to
and I
the
don't
hardware
care."
store yesterday, and another houseplant jumped in my cart.
All right.
I need to quit buying houseplants.
Just get a bigger house.
Rally's is the best fast food
I like the
restaurant.
way you think.
Sorry to unload the bio information, but I have a biology textbook, and I'm going to make sure I get every single cent out of this damn thing.
Yeah,
Do you even get to keep it?
you have it.
Yeah, I
then
get
you
to
might
keep
as
it.
well use it.
As a matter of fact, I really can't even resell it because it's like it's the binder version. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad I didn't go to
First
college.
thing- The first piece of advice I give to every new college student is never, ever, ever buy the books at the bookstore.
My bookstore, I've noticed, is actually usually the same price as Amazon, or like within like 10% or so.
That's pretty
It's
nice.
actually surprisingly decent.
The bookstore I had was always cheaper than Amazon at USF.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely worth
Mine was
checking.
So much more expensive.
It's definitely worth checking multiple sources, no matter what.
We had an off-campus bookstore and an on-campus bookstore. The off-campus bookstore was like technically third party, but they worked with the college, and the college told us to like go there for books, and they were always less than Amazon. They like specifically priced to beat out Amazon pricing.
And if they
Like,
can
my
stay in business doing that,
Were
great work.
required to assign books whether or not they actually used them. But you didn't figure that out until they told you, if they told you.
My
Yeah.
community college has actually been experimenting with something, open resource learning or something like that. Like, teachers have been using, like, they either provide the textbook for you, or they had one teacher had this big, like, it was this big free textbook online. Like, I need to remember what it was. But anyways, what was it called?
The Omnidirectional Arts Collab of 2019.
Actually, no, this is it right here. I don't know why it's called. I don't know what the word yawp means, but it's very thorough. So if you feel like learning about America,
I already know all about America. We kicked the Brits' ass in WW2 and been doing great ever since.
we kicked the Brits' ass in WWE, and
So
we've
accurate.
I love that you said WW2 because that takes longer to say than World War. Like, that was the funniest part of that.
Thank you. I stole it from a movie.
Fun fact: wrestling is just redneck anime.
Completely agreed.
Yeah.
Also, any of you guys ever searched the deep web?
no.
It's fucking
I
weird.
like my
No
brain the
comment.
way it is, uncorrupted by the evils of human.
Yeah,
You
there's
guys
no
wanna-
safe search on the deep web.
You want to know a really fun fact? All of the white and Hispanic and black people at my job watch anime, and the only Asian person watches wrestling.
Why not
There
both?
is-
Porque
there is
los
some-
dos.
There is some weird Japanese wrestling too.
I've actually noticed a big crossover between people I know that like anime and wrestling. Like they usually go
He-
hand in hand.
And
He only likes American wrestling. I tried to talk to him about like European fighting and wrestling. He's like, I don't know about any of that, bro. He's like, I just like
Just
I
give
just
me the Undertaker, Randy Savage. Give me
dude,
the
I
beast.
have an
yeah,
Undertaker chair.
Fandango.
I don't actually watch wrestling, but every time I've ever had to like use an Undertaker type character when I'm DMing in D&D, I do base it off the, and it's very fun.
Does he do like the
Wait, what generation of Undertaker? They're like, when in his career were you basing it off
I
of him?
have-
That man has gone through some fucking changes over the course of his wrestling career.
I literally just use his look and his name. I don't know anything about him.
Oh,
I miss Randy Savage.
me
Yeah.
too?
I miss that coked up fool.
I feel like I
That
can
dude was on mad coke all the time.
I know, but do you remember that one interview he did where he just kept pulling little coffee creamers out of his front pocket?
I know there's a interview with him and Hulk Hogan where they talk about like going to the moon or some shit, like where it is not pertinent to the conversation at all. It's amazing.
He did an interview with this guy and kept saying he was like the cream of the crop, and every time he said it, he pulled another little coffee creamer out of his pocket and just dropped it.
That's like a Kanye West insanity, but like with prop comedy, and I love it.
Randy Savage, cream of the crop.
Yes.
Okay, I have to watch this, then we can start.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
I don't.
So I
mind.
started DMing this game on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which I was not planning on doing, but that's how the schedule wound up. So on Tuesday, only 2 people were able to show up. Both killed each other.
Wow.
Oh
Where
my
did you
God.
find? Where did you find these cretins?
Sparkles, what?
Where did you find these cretins?
So this, I had them going through a forest and they ran into some wolves, which they killed pretty easily. Except the warlock used Arms of Hadar and hit the fighter, and the fighter was pissed about it, so he crit on the warlock and just killed him super dead.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And then the hellish rebuke got him.
Mutually assured
Wait, can
destruction.
you use Hellish Rebuke while you're dead?
Well, it's a reaction, so you could have done it before
Oh.
you actually took the damage, I think.
Oh.
Or who knows? Who
So
cares?
the
It's a
only
good
two
story.
people
so
who
much-
showed up both have to roll new characters.
So fucking funny. I love it.
They sound like a handful.
They didn't even get to the quest. They were just fighting wolves in the woods.
You can say honestly, if they were that short or that like, I'd say, you know what, guys, let's take two. Let's take two. Get yourselves back in the right swing of things, and then we'll start over. We can pretend like this never happened. because
so funny though. They crit on him and he says, but I had 1 hit point.
What? How did the fighter react to critting?
He regretted it immediately.
Okay, if he was happy about it, I would have said maybe find a different guy.
Were they good natured
You know,
about
he
it?
didn't know. Yeah, he didn't realize the other guy was so low on hit points, and then he crit. And there's really nothing you can do to
Could he have
bring a guy
could he
back
have
after
done
that.
subdue damage?
Oh my god, that reminds me of the time where it was the old Wednesday campaign. My first campaign I did with Senko, and I was playing a archer.
Fuck did I just watch?
Cream of the crop.
He does. He always rises to the top.
I was playing an archer, and I was trying to. I told Senko that I wanted to shoot this person in the leg, as to not kill them, and he was like, "Okay, it'll be a hard shot," and then I pull the bow back, shoot the person, it's fucking crit, and he said that I aimed too low, it bounced off a rock, and it went straight through her skull.
I don't
Has
think
he
you.
that?
Yeah,
I don't.
I remember that.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago. Don't that was back, like, that had to be like first or
Well, that was
second
when my
session.
games were way sillier.
Yeah. Back in the old party, the poor dwarf I was playing. Oh, God.
You murdered somebody. That's funny.
I just came up with a really good magic item. I like.
All right.
It'd be a pair of like armored boots where you can use a reaction to just cancel out a knockback or knockdown effect, like anything that would knock you prone. And then after you do that, your next unarmed strike that uses your feet deals like an extra, like, I don't know, depends on what level they get it, but like maybe like 1d8 damage or something. I think that would just be so fun to give to somebody. Kind of reminds me of like the vibe of the Black Panther suit, where like you get knocked. and
I
it-
didn't watch that movie.
Oh. Anyway, if you hit Black Panther really hard, it like charges up his suit, and then he can like unleash that energy.
That's
right.
a dumb power.
Well, for some
It
reason,
makes for good fight scenes because there's a pacing to it. It's like in a video game, like an Overwatch, you're charging up your ultimate kind of thing. Like you can visually
know-
see like some progress happening in the fight scene. If nobody's like actually getting hurt, and it's pretty cool.
You know, it'd be a better power if every time he hit somebody, he got stronger. That way, he didn't have to get hit so much.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
That's how they should have done that suit.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Or you know,
I'll,
maybe a
I'll
better
write
power.
in. I'm gonna go tell that Oscar-winning movie how they should improve.
Yeah, that movie won an Oscar off its merit alone.
I genuinely think it was really good at the things that it won an Oscar for. I don't know.
You know,
I'm
what would be
not
even
gonna
a better
criticize it.
power than that if his suit was just always at full power.
Oh, that's a good thought.
But the thing is, his suit is like overpowered as fuck, dude. Like it's
It is.
basically invincible.
I
Like,
mean,
You know-
I think
you
it
know
is
the-
literally invincible. I want to see him like.
he died to Thanos.
yeah, because he got fucking snapped, dude.
I have
Yeah,
I have a quick question.
yeah.
Where on the Roll20 character sheet does it list extra attacks?
You just remember that you have 2 attacks.
Okay.
I
I'll
would-
just-
For something like extra attack, I just put it on like the features and traits. Say, oh, I have extra attack, and then
okay. Yeah,
you
that's
just
what I'm
know
doing
to do
now.
it twice.
I mean,
It would be even a better power than what he had. If his suit prevented him from getting Thanos snapped.
I mean,
No, like he has like an Uno card built in. So if
I
he
haven't even
snapped,
watched
he
the
can just
movie
pull it
yet.
out and like pass it to the next guy. Like, no, sorry, no, Ant-Man gets snapped. Like,
Yeah,
that
What?
would be a great power.
yeah. If his power was anytime he took damage, Ant-Man did instead, that'd be the best.
And Paul Rudd is getting the shit kicked out of him.
I hate Paul Rudd in that. That's a
I-
terrible role for him.
I love that. I love Scott Lang in the Marvel movies that he's in. Ant-Man and the Wasp was such a joy to watch. The Wasp especially, like watching her just be so much better at using the powers than Scott is because she's like actually trained for her whole life to do that shit. I love it.
I actually haven't watched any of the Marvel movies besides the first Avengers one.
I'm sure you can find a decent tier list if you're actually interested, but I know like
They're-
Thor Ragnarok was probably my favorite.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was the best.
The last movie I actually went to a movie theater to see was Deadpool.
hey, that's a Marvel movie.
Not a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. though.
it's
Yeah.
not one in the same universe.
Shh.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Thor Ragnarok was the best, and then Infinity Wars was probably like the second best, but only because of all the build up to it.
Endgame.
I hated it.
What about
Endgame
Guardians
was
of the Galaxy
stupid.
Volume?
Guardian of the Galaxy 1 and 2 are
With
both
the
really
way
good.
with the way they teased Thanos at the end of the first Avengers, I expected it to be the next movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
feel like they
Ultron-
just wanted
Ultron is
comics
good.
fans like, hey, that's that guy that you know. And then
I think Ultron was literally just to buy time to make the other movie better.
I think so too, but the Ultron movie was actually decent. I liked Ultron as a villain a lot. I was gonna say more than Thanos, but honestly, Thanos was a really good villain.
I feel like they could have built up his backstory a little bit more.
Like
Thanos?
they completely changed his entire reasoning for what he was doing.
Yeah, but that's
it's a better
my
reason.
opinion.
He didn't
Yeah.
want death pussy anymore.
Yeah, but his reason in the movies is way better. He is like actually a complex and interesting character.
It's also incredibly flawed, though.
I mean,
Well,
he
duh.
wasn't
Yeah, but
flawed, he wouldn't be the villain.
Yeah, he was flawed. He's not perfect. You know, your character you can have a flawed character. Do you watch
Yeah.
Game of Thrones?
No,
Fuck.
I don't care about Game of Thrones at all. I don't even watch TV anymore.
By the way, I heard about the battle scene from someone else. Still haven't watched it, Senko. So
I wasn't gonna talk about the battle. I was gonna talk about how Cersei is like the best fucking villain that's been written in a really long time, and it's because of her flaws.
Of which she has
Like-
a lot.
What's
I-
up?
Of which she has tons.
Name 3.
She thinks she's smarter than she is. She's paranoid.
Wait, does she? Because
and
she's
she got rid of
outsmarted.
all of her allies.
She's gotten rid of one ally, and she's outsmarted everybody else in the show so far.
She hasn't outsmarted them. She's just holed up in a castle the entire show.
That sounds
You
pretty
watched-
smart to me with all this shit going on.
You watched
I'd
last
stay in the
episode,
castle,
right?
too.
Yeah.
I think she's outsmarting everybody pretty well.
I think she's been hit with a stupid stick a few too many times.
You just don't like Cersei because you're a Daenerys fan and a Jon Snow fan.
I think Daenerys would be a good villain. It looks like the way that they're going.
Nah, they're gonna puss out on that.
Cole makes a good point.
I hope they don't, because she would be an amazing villain, especially the way we've watched her the entire.
Yeah, I hate her. I want her to die. She'd be great to watch die. That way, my Queen Cersei Lannister can win. So, last time, you guys were like about to do some talking with
Bad person.
orcs. But we're actually gonna skip forward past that because I don't want to talk to myself a bunch. 'Cause
Okay,
that's what
so
that
give us
scene
the
would be.
give us the cliff notes.
Yeah. So the meeting is pretty tense, and then the orcs go their separate ways from the people.
Oh. Wow. That was really anticlimactic.
Yeah. So this whole scene, I was like, it's gonna take forever to get past. And I want to get our new player involved, and
Fair
also
enough.
I want you guys to like start moving on with the story more. So
Okay, so what was the resolution that was reached? The orcs just disperse and find somewhere else to shack up?
yeah, because I mean the place is too small for them anyways. So
So
and they're heading south.
Can you
and-
summarize what the two sides had to say to each other?
No, but I'll type it out. I'll type out a little bit of what happened, basically.
we can use that
Okay.
channel.
So
Game
I'm
info.
typing it in Roll20.
Oh, okay.
So, you know how Chuck left this?
Yeah.
He also left my other game that I'm in with him. And someone we brought in to replace him was complaining about how weird this guy he met was, and it was just Chuck who had joined a different game that this guy was also in. And I just thought that was so funny. Like, he was just complaining Chuck in a Discord full of people who used to play with him. It was so weird to find out.
Is the player actually like a weird person?
He's very confusing. Just kind of says and thinks things with no prompting whatsoever. Unpredictable.
Gotcha. Man, I'm real glad we showed up.
Yeah, part of me wants to take more Benadryl to get rid of these itchies, and part of me doesn't want to be loopy for the entire session.
It's
I
not
think
gonna
it'd be
be
fun.
long.
Roleplay like Kara got bit by some kind of weird snake.
Oh, just bite her with the vampire.
No. I think a weird snake would be better.
And the vampire showed up and bit Kara.
No.
The vampire with a weird snake all along.
I mean, he can transform into things. He's a vampire. So, they kind of just, like, didn't get along, basically. But it was mostly Ironblood being cunty.
Okay.
And the
that
orcs just
happens.
being, alright, cool, bro. Peace, love, and rock and roll.
I'm real happy
And
that
they
we
all
ran
went to
across the hippie orcs and not the death and
then
destruction.
Garrosh Hellscream attacked you guys.
Yeah.
I like hippie orc. Can we join them?
If you want.
No.
We aren't going to get paid that way.
Do we need to get paid?
If you want.
Do you want to do? I've got other things I've got to be doing.
Okay, so if they split ways, I guess we'll probably go back in camp with Ironblood and just kind of see where he's at and what he wants from us.
Deeper.
Yeah, cool. He wants you guys to also take a letter to Saxondale, Orlington, Petersburg, the Stone Fort, and every other town, basically.
So basically, he wants us to do like
Grunt work.
Yeah, no. The specialists accomplished their mission. I believe we'll be heading back to our employer.
that
It
would
doesn't
be
really seem like our kind of work.
You forgot Warlington.
that this is what that was.
Oh,
But
This would be better if it was like slowly appearing little dashed line, like in those like travel montages.
yeah.
I can do that if you want.
No, thank
No.
you, because I don't think you guys are doing it.
But it would be great.
Oh, but we're going back to where we came
Rage
from.
Bay. Yeah.
This is a terrible way to go, Cole.
No.
It's
Look,
Quill.
I'm rolling.
Oh,
I have
this is a
very high
terrible way.
intelligence.
I appreciate that you're taking a lot of time in Rage Bay to stop at different places since the city's so large.
Well, we gotta get supplies. Anyway, we're
I
gonna
mean,
go
it's like a
take
3-day
boat
journey
thing.
across
I
the
think
city.
we should go like this way. Get back to
Oh yes, across enemy lines. That sounds fun.
yes twice.
They sell any green watches at the stores here? We could use something to tell time.
We depart.
Yes.
So which way do you... Well, I need to know which way you guys go back. Kara had a
Oh, I
suggestion.
don't know how to delete. that.
Okay, are we going through Warlington to Rage Bay? Or are we going through Saxondale to Rage Bay?
Go Warlington because we haven't been there. Unless our DM thinks
Sure.
that's not where our new person is that we're gonna need
You
to
first
hook
is
up
gonna
with.
be where the fuck you guys go.
All right, so let's go through because we haven't been there. Warlington, Petersburg, Rage.
Cool.
We're just we'll be like, look, we'll drop letters off on our path, but we're not gonna just go all around the place.
Oh, I think if you guys just like tell him no, he sends a writer to do it.
So
Yeah.
he's being a dick.
Yeah.
Or we're being a dick if you think about it.
We're not being a dick.
Both. We'll just say both to keep it.
We did our job. We don't have any, like, we're not going to get paid by him.
Yeah, he definitely didn't offer you guys any compensation.
Yeah.
So he's like the biggest douche here, expecting us to do work just
Yeah.
for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we'll just get packed up and go on that path now.
Cool.
I don't even give these guys any flyers to Big Vinny.
I think you already did.
I don't think I gave any out at the fort. I gave them out at the.
Oh, you
orcs.
gave it to the orcs, right?
Yeah, they were cooler.
Okay. So yeah, the orcs are gonna go to Big Venny's then. That's their plan.
The one that can read is like, I found this flyer. It seems prophetic.
You gave it to the chieftain.
Yeah.
You literally
And
made
then
a
she
point
probably
to
balled it up, threw it out the window, like. And then someone else stumbled across it. Some nerd who can read.
The chieftain can read.
Look, I just think it'd be really funny, and it'd be like a good movie moment. Anyway, whatever. I just have no appreciation for cinema.
Alright, man. Moving on. You didn't even watch Game of Thrones. So, you guys start marching to Warlington, where you've never been before. It's a pretty like small farm town. It's smaller than where Lenny was from, and it doesn't have walls. It's just open fields, and yeah, it's got an interesting predicament of being really close to enemy lines. So as you're like going there, there's a lot of people like messing with weaponry and they're like preparing for a battle clearly here, but they're like
Alright, is super
children,
on it.
children and farmers for the most part here. So they're like sharpening pitchforks and axes and stuff like that.
Army of babies.
Not babies. There's only like a couple babies that are enlisted, but they're gonna be working the catapults.
Catapult.
Yeah. They're the ammunition for the catapults.
Of course. So I guess probably just there's like an inn here. We'd probably stay there a night and then leave in the morning.
There is not an inn in Warlington.
How dare they? Is there like a place to post up, or like a campground kind of trailer park sort of situation?
I would probably think a
my,
barn, likely.
Yeah, you'd probably want to go like ask farmers.
Yeah.
My family's land is not far to the west of here.
You could do that.
Why? Well, we're going to Rage Bay. It's, like, that's really far out of the way.
We also don't really need to actually be in Rage Bay for any particular reason.
We want to get paid, don't we? I haven't been
already got
paid
Do
for
anything?
this.
It's the problem.
No, I haven't been paid for this, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I also particularly have business with Edwin, so
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you even getting paid for this, Cole?
I assumed I was, but Mercer might have had other other intentions, but
Cool. I'll figure that out by the time you get there.
I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
Yep, no worries.
oh man.
So you guys ask around for a place to crash for the night.
Mhm.
Somebody's like, Jenkins normally lets travelers stay at his barn.
Well, to Jenkins then.
He points down like this long dirt road, and there's a farm with like a lot of dead trees at it, and some like wheat that hasn't gone well.
Hasn't grown well.
Yeah. It's clearly like a farm that's in disrepair.
All right. Some shelter's better than nothing.
I approach.
We take our like cart.
As you walk down the long and lonesome road, you approach the house, and there's a barn off to the side. The barn's in okay shape. It's got like a patched roof, but he has patched it, and yeah.
I suppose
Somewhat
we could have done
knock on the
worse.
door.
I knock on the door.
Man goes, just a minute. And you guys see somebody like stare at you through like a window for a minute. He's got like a big beet red nose and chubby cheeks, and he comes opens the door. He's like, "Oh, how you doing, folks?"
Not bad. She looks at the other people that
He's about 5 foot tall.
Quiltus looks like
we're here
really
to.
like physically uncomfortable, like in pain, basically. The situation.
We're here to rent out your barn. We hear that you house adventurers.
That's a lot of big words for such a little girl.
She gives him a glare and says, I study a lot.
Cool.
Well, do you have room for us?
Well, I got one other person staying in the barn right now. He's strange looking folk. I think he has some kind of disease. I don't know if you want to stay in there with a disease-ridden man.
That's okay.
Well, we're insured against disease, to speak.
Yeah, we have insurance.
What's insurance?
It's something. We won't get sick.
Wonderful.
Honestly. All right.
It'll be He looks at y'all for a minute. It'll be 2 silvers a night each.
There's 4 of us, right? Right now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There
Yeah,
are employees with us still.
Yeah. No, that's a different. That's the other campaign, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
I would just pay him a gold then. That
His eyes get big and he like looks at you for a minute. He's like, "Don't tell no one y'all paid me this much."
it's just a little more than what you asked for.
He puts it in his pocket. He's like,
Like a-
"Don't
Like a
don't
tip.
tell no one that you've been paying in gold around here. You see?
I mean, you gotta.
I didn't know royalty was coming through."
I'm sorry. I just have big bills sometimes. You gotta break them somewhere.
I ain't got no change.
Anyway, thanks a lot.
See ya.
Bye.
You need to get better at speaking with people. Honestly, I really can't speak for the party that much, considering how I look.
Jenkins, who's standing in the doorway, still staring at y'all, is just nodding in agreement.
We will take our leave, Jenkins. I remove my hat, place it on my heart, and take a bow. Replace my hat, and begin moving towards the barn.
See ya.
All right, let's get a move on.
We move towards the barn.
As you approach the barn, nothing happens. You get to the barn.
We open the barn.
The barn
Well,
is
hold
a
on. What do you
trap.
mean we open the barn?
Sorry, we checked the
Okay, roll investigation, please.
I really should have taken provisions in this.
There's no traps.
Alright, great. I walk in,
Um,
my neck
Mr.
exposed, not look.
Mr. Luna, did you set any traps
Mm,
at the barn that you're staying in for the night?
does anyone know that I've been staying in here?
Yeah, everybody in the town knows that you're staying in here.
But do
Then
you know
no,
that they
I
know?
probably wouldn't have.
Okay. What are you doing when they enter the barn and describe yourself? This is where you just be posted up to sleep for the night?
I probably would have been chewing on just some rations. You see a 6'2" lizard man with an orange head and green skin from the neck down. Well, scales, not skin. He has scars all over his chest and arms. And he has a tiger pelt draped over his back. That's about it. He also has a 3.5-foot long tail.
All right. Well,
Oh, I don't know how long my tail is. I don't know if that's impressive or not.
He's probably going to pull out his greatsword as he sees all of you enter.
Narcy shouts
we've
out
knocked,
in
I'm sorry.
Draconic and says, "Hang on a second. We rented this." She's speaking in Draconic right now. We also rented this barn.
Rent?
You didn't
Just-
pay?
I like how dragons have a word for rent.
It's
That's just funny to me. My
It's,
dragon landlord is here.
they don't rent is in common. It's just in common. She says the word rent.
I was simply allowed to stay here for the night.
the farmer is allowing us to stay here also.
Yeah, we're on the road. You just need a shelter for the night.
I will slowly put the great sword down and go back to eating.
I don't know what you were talking. Me not being good at talk to people. Like I got that person to put their sword away, and I think I did just fine.
Ezekiel removes his hand from his sword.
See?
Can I get a description of you guys since I'm new here? Like, this is out of character.
Oh.
Narcy, go first.
Oh yeah, my character. I've told him about my character, but my character is like a 4 foot tall, 11-year-old like girl that on the skinny side, but she's dressed in like altar servant robes. If you've seen those. And
I have.
she's holding a pretty big ass golden tome.
I'm writing all of this down, just so I don't forget.
She can also
Kara next.
Kara is pretty tall human with red hair. She's got this blue dress that covers most of her skin all the way up her neck. And she's got an owl on her arm.
He's got what on her arms?
An owl. Her clothes are pretty expensive.
Like an actual, just a full owl.
Yeah, like a barn owl.
Actually, only 3/4 of an owl.
I think he was
Okay.
clarifying not a tattoo.
Yeah, not a tattoo.
Okay.
it's sewn to her arm though. It's kind of like a tattoo.
Jesus Christ, guys. She has a pet owl, is what she's saying.
Okay.
No, she's like a tall, rich woman with a pet owl, basically.
Is that everything?
We've got 2 more.
Okay.
Alright,
Who's next?
Ezekiel next.
Okay.
I want to save you for last. You're the only one well, never mind. We started with a weird one, we'll end with a weird one.
So Ezekiel is a human. If you can see the picture, I think I dropped the larger one on the screen. If anyone can see
I
it,
can see it.
Mhm.
it's pretty much that. Just a black flowing robes. He has a long katana-like sword. One might call it a katana. That is pretty much there's always at least one hand, either on the scabbard or the hilt. And yeah, a little bit of facial hair, mustache, kind of got that Asian vibe going on there.
Okay.
Last, but not least, the only other non-human in the party.
Yeah, she's a purple tiefling girl with like medium armor, priest robes, messy hair, and symbols of a knowledge deity named Denir, if you recognize that, on her shield. Her eyes are featureless white orbs, and she has a tendency to stare.
I
Alright.
forgot you have fucking all white eyes.
And I forgot to mention, my character's hair is like gold. Like, it looks like gold.
Like when Goku went Super Saiyan that one time and he had gold hair for some reason, but not like yellow, and then it's never been that again except for that one time.
All right.
Man, it's artistic lighting. It's fine.
Mazdak is going to point at the owl and ask, "Are you going to eat that?"
No, he's my pet.
Very well then.
Alright then. Glad to see that we're on non-killing each other terms.
You have a name, friend.
In heavy Draconic, he's going to say, Mazdak Fathasev. Which based on the Draconic translator I found on Google, it just means orange head.
That's a very creative name you have there.
Okay, so my character does know Draconic, so you would have basically just said, "My name's Orange Head."
Yes.
Yes.
Just checking. Okay. Oh,
Wait,
it's-
does everybody but Ezekiel speak Draconic?
Probably.
I think so.
It's
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's important because, you know, magic.
So Ezekiel would have heard something that sounded like an actual name.
Ezekiel, I want to just let you know that if they're all speaking Draconic, you just hear them like kind of screeching at each.
This is
Everybody in
honestly,
this room is just making dragon noises at each other right now.
yeah. This is, to be honest, par for the course. I feel for Ezekiel at this point in time with these people.
Cole would not expect everybody to know Draconic and just would have spoken in Common.
I have not met many that know this language, though I have not met many at all in the first place.
Are you a baby?
No. No, I'm not.
he
I simply prefer life out in the wild.
Oh.
honestly, he's 6 foot tall.
What kind of pelt is that? What did you kill?
It seemed like a large feline? I'm not sure exactly, but it makes for a very warm pelt.
Wow. That's weird.
Mazak is just going to pull out his little bag, open it, pull out a very human finger, and just toss it into his mouth.
That's okay. Yes.
Did you just eat
we're
him, dude?
We'll
Every
be
now-
sleeping over there.
I mean, every now and then I find bodies in the wild. It would be a waste to not scavenge them.
So, like, out of character, how recent was this finger?
Okay.
Well, it looked. It
Would
probably
your
looked.
character have the skill to recognize how old
No.
a disembodied finger is?
No, I
I-
guess not.
To give a little setup. He has a little bag of salt that he puts them in, so they're probably dried out.
Okay.
That doesn't make it any better. I hate that.
I mean,
It's gonna be harder to get used
a lot
to than
of
the
a
literal
lot
little-
of people have like bags of meat that they carry around in salt.
Yeah. Like I get that, but that was a dude.
Well,
It wasn't all of a dude.
He's just going to kind of hold the bag out. Do you want one?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'll pass. Thank you, though.
Not for me then.
Yeah, I think I would. I don't think my deities would appreciate that very much.
What, cannibalism?
I'm not sure he would even know what a deity is. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't know. Yeah, probably not.
I think we'll just go sit where Ezekiel is, just because like she needs someone who isn't this dude eater near her.
You're not human. You shouldn't be afraid.
That's a good point.
I hear. How much would I know of lizard folk?
Not a lot. You're 11.
Yeah, but I'm also 36.
I know. I'm joking. I don't know. Cole, roll for it.
Yeah,
Roll
history? Yeah. Guess what? I'm good at that. I'm above
You think
average
you're
at
good
that.
it.
I mean, you know what Cole knows about lizard folk.
Okay, so. Well, lizard folk tend to eat just about anything.
Well,
So I don't think you're out of the woods.
So who exactly are all of you, and what are you doing?
We're kind of just adventurers at this point.
Someone as small as you can be an adventurer?
She glares at you and says, I'll have you know, I'm very capable.
I do not understand.
Very competent magic user.
Yes.
I do not know much about this magic.
Have we been in a fight since
No,
you joined?
not at all.
Alright, so I don't actually know how competent you actually are. Just sort of assuming.
She can turn people invisible. That's all you know.
Yeah, that's all she's told us,
And-
pretty
And
much.
she summons familiars like Kara.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no reason to doubt her. I just don't actually
Honest-
know
well
what
then,
she can do.
I guess she would say honestly, do I need to demonstrate my magic for you people?
I did not in character doubt you at all.
Well, no, I
Honestly.
think she's been
Narcy, not in the barn.
If you're gonna do like any like fire stuff, definitely don't do it here.
Oh, well,
I don't think I could put that out.
the book floats into her hands and she kind of she licks a finger and looks through her spells.
I'll
Hut,
put the
hut,
glitter on.
hut. Not in the barn, Narcy.
Do
I'm-
something fun.
It seems like that one, and he points to Ezekiel, is the only one that is actually capable of being an adventurer from the looks of things.
Hmm.
There's
What have
only-
we've had an engagement before, right? Like where we had some fighting? Yeah. Narcy wasn't a part of it, but I was there. Yeah, I was at the windmill, right?
Yeah,
With Quill and Kara. Yeah, okay.
A windmill?
not the windmill,
Yeah,
the farm.
We fought at a big farm.
Was it a farm? Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it was a farmhouse.
Yeah, so Mazdek, when you say that, Ezekiel would speak to you and he would say, I appreciate your ability to I appreciate your insight, but to be fair, they are all quite capable individuals as well. Narcy is still developing, of course.
All
He,
right,
he just
that's
kind
it.
of tilts. He just kind of tilts his head at that.
Now
Are
I
you-
know
are
I
you-
need to
are you
show.
her parent,
No.
guardian.
Unfortunately, it feels like this, yes.
He likes to think that
We're
he is.
companions of each other. It's mutual.
He likes to think that he is.
Mazdak is just very confused.
Fine then. I'll show you what I can do. This shouldn't involve fire.
Kara's gonna take a step back just in case.
Paul doesn't mind.
Alright. This is actually a major part of my character, so I need to think about it a little bit.
Yeah, get psyched up.
So her book begins to flip the pages and she begins to her eyes change to a golden color and she begins to float a little bit off the ground and she says in a somewhat resonant tone that you haven't heard her speak in before, witness the power of my god. And she snaps her fingers and a dot appears on the floor and she claps her hands together. By the way, the book is floating as well. And as she stretches her hands apart, lightning appears between the hands and the dot expands into a like circle that's rimmed by light, but it's completely pitch black in it. And it expands outwards to like 20 feet. 20 feet. And
Do you cast light?
no, I cast Hunger of Hadar. It's
You just fucking did that in the barn.
Yes.
Wait, you just summoned like a Cthulhu Void World in the barn?
Yeah, it
With the
doesn't do
Cthulhu
anything.
World. Please enjoy your stay.
Yeah. And
It does damage. It's a fucking 20-foot by 20-foot area, isn't it?
yeah, but I mean, if it okay, let's be frank. If there's not enough space for it in the
Any
barn,
fleas
then I
Maybe
would do it
if
outside.
Narcy listened to Ezekiel and fucking went outside.
Look, I thought
So
I
how,
thought this
how
was a
many
big
of your
barn.
friends are you catching in your Hunger of Hadar?
I thought that the barn was okay. It's outside the barn. Can we?
Is it? Wait, no, stop. Hold on. You
How
can do
big
it
is
in
the
the barn.
How big is the barn?
It's a barn, dude.
The barns
It's
I've
a
been in are
barn,
really
dude.
big.
I mean, there's big barns and there's small barns, and I get that. But this barn's been like, it's whatever. You get some in the Hunger of Hadar, but you realize it just looks like a sphere of darkness, right?
I have it.
Making terrible sound.
Yes,
Yeah.
but for
But
her,
Mercy,
also-
what the fuck?
Also, you shouldn't do that in public in a farming town where these people probably don't understand magic.
Mercy, what have you done?
you
Okay.
wanted you
So you
wanted to
summon a-
see my power. This
You
is
summon
it.
You summon a sphere of darkness that's making like
Made our
noises.
temporary home shitty.
Mazdak is just even more confused now.
You can hear this owl freaking
the-
out in her ass.
The noises are very annoying.
She snaps her fingers, and everything kind of stops. and she
Nothing happens. It's still there. No, I'm just kidding.
By the way, I forgot to say this. The end result looks kind of like an eclipse. The sphere of darkness is surrounded by like a halo of light, but it still makes slurping sounds, and it's
Terrible slurping sound.
I still do not understand how is this a show of power? You did not lift or break anything. You did not hunt something.
There's
You just
uh,
made noises.
well, I mean, there'd probably be hay where she did it, and now the hay's like probably disintegrated or frozen.
When you say lift or break something, Quill casts a mage hand and picks up like a handful of hay, and she just looks at you like, "Isn't that impressive?"
There's a hand floating midair with some hay in it.
I could
It-
look lift.
huh. Her
That,
eye.
that is just hay. It is near weightless.
Yeah, but not to a horse. To a horse, it's everything.
But
What?
Narcy's eyes are still glowing gold, but she's kind of like settled down onto the ground right now, and she says, I use the power of my god to break open a portal to another dimension. Stepping inside it hurts a lot.
Does anyone have anything we could break that isn't this nice farmer man's property?
I do not fully understand what your god, what a god is, nor what you just did, but it simply seemed. It was simply noisy to me.
There's a con I could pull with like casting arcane lock and be like, I bet you can't open this, and then I like, because I set it up so only I can open. I just like and make it look like it's really hard to open, and like, look how strong I am, loser.
Feel free, I guess.
But like, it's not worth the setup.
Ezekiel is just shaking his head right now as he has witnessed what Narcy is doing. He's gone back to painting. Ezekiel will remember this. He is not pleased.
A
After
god
you guys
is
are like
something.
sitting here arguing for about like 10 minutes about who's stronger than who.
At-
There's a
And while you're playing around, I'm going to go find a comfortable spot back there.
Yeah, I'm just watching Ezekiel paint most of the
a god is something that
time. Kyle.
a god is something that governs a certain aspect of our lives. But right now,
I was trying to do something.
oh shit. Go ahead. Go ahead then. That's part of the
And
argument.
Everyone caught me off. So, as you guys are arguing and doing your thing, there is eventually, after about 10 minutes of this, a knock on the door.
Yeah, not to type my funny joke. Alright, I'm gonna go open the door. See who's knocking.
When you open the door, you see a small green, humanoid with long ears and long hair and big
Sort of a
eyes and
goblin,
sharp teeth, like goblinish.
Sort of
Looks like
The
a goblin.
goblinish look.
Yeah, like looks like a goblin.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? Special delivery. And he
What?
hands you a package.
I'll just take it.
Open it in the next 2 to 3 minutes.
That's a great idea. I love taking orders from strangers. Thank you.
Very good. He turns around and walks off.
Throw that away.
That sounds suspicious. If you open that, perhaps do it outdoors.
I'm like to cast Identify just while I'm holding it right now.
Okay, how long does it take you to cast Identify?
1 minute.
Perfect. It is a explosive ruin.
Oh.
Rune.
Do I have any sense of like radius on it after identifying it, or do I
About
just
the
know it
size
explodes?
of a barn.
Okay, it's fair.
Do you announce this?
I love how I just stood there for a minute pondering this package while everyone just stared.
Are you going to throw that away or not? Honestly, it's like
You haven't been told what it is yet.
it was handed to us
She
by
just turns
Goblin.
Oh, this is going to explode, roughly the size of a barn, and probably kill everyone within that.
Yes.
I'm going.
And then
Do
she
it
realizes, like,
now?
kind of
My-
as she's saying it, that's an issue, and then just like, throws it as hard as she can away.
Where do you
Wait, how
throw
heavy
it?
is it?
Mazdak would.
The package weighs maybe like 2 pounds.
Yeah, then she just throw
Okay.
it.
Mazdak would like to run forward, open the barn door, take the package, and just chuck it into the air.
The package is hurled into the air. Please roll a strength check. Athletics.
Yeah, I'll just say that you rush forward and get out of my hands then.
Well, you threw it already.
You threw it, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 22.
You watch the package like go up into the air, and then go back down and hit the ground.
Well, now I'm even more confused.
I don't know what
It-
triggers it exactly. It just probably shouldn't be here.
Obviously, it's time. He wouldn't have told us to open it in the next 2 minutes.
That was probably the weirdest way anyone's ever tried to kill me.
Well, honestly, this is the first time someone's tried to kill me
Is
this
he,
life.
is he still around? Can I like see him like
Are
walking
people-
away in the
Roll
distance?
a perception check.
Right. Oh gosh, not good.
Can I assist with that?
Yeah,
Do you want-
you could either roll as well or help, I guess.
It's my perception. I will roll.
Yeah, you guys see a goblin hiding in a bush, like about 2 barn lengths away.
That's about the safe distance. Is it like toward where we threw it, or?
No, you said I think he threw it like up in the air.
Not
he was,
straight
like-
up, just
Yeah,
at like an
sure.
angle.
There's an arc, but I don't think it went like. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so
You,
it's not toward it.
you guys threw it towards him. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
He's like staring at you guys, like probably waiting for you to go back inside.
Where is the bomb? Like, where is it lying?
In front of the house.
Shouldn't we? We should do something about the explosive in a way that won't kill people
Can I
or
just walk
destroy
toward
their
that-
property.
Do you want me to get rid of the goblin?
No, capture him, please, and then we'll beat the shit out of him. And
I can do that.
I'm just walking off toward it at this point.
I am also heading towards the goblin, though at a much brisker pace.
He hides
Ezekiel is adding this to the painting.
better. He hides better in the shrubbery. I mean, you
This
know,
isn't a painting. It's a comic book at this point.
you know he's in the bush, but you can't like see him anymore in the bush.
Must be one hell of a bush.
Is it
Hey.
like just a group of bushes or just
Yeah,
one?
it's like a hedgerow, but it's not too long. It's like a quarter of a barn length.
Hey,
That's my measurements for the day, by the way.
what you just
Oh.
did is like
Yes, hello. I'm
Murder.
sorry. I am trying to find something, and then I will be on my way.
What are you looking for? I can help.
My important deliveries for other towns.
Oh, did you lose them somewhere? Do you need help finding
Yes.
them?
Yes, please.
Can you tell me about them?
They look like packages that I get.
Are we close enough for me to grapple him?
Sure.
Is that just a strength roll?
Yeah, it's opposed to athletics.
Wait, so I roll athletics or just strength?
You
Roll
roll
athletics.
athletics versus either his athletics or acrobatics.
Alrighty. Darn.
He's like, wait, what are you trying to do? As he like rolls out of the way and gets out of the bush, he like looks in both directions. And he looks like he's about to run.
I
I am a simple courier. What are you doing?
go to them.
Well, they're like off a ways, bro.
Okay.
Like you could start heading in the direction, but
Then I guess I'll just wait because they should be able to handle a goblin.
I don't know. You did just say I'm terrible at dealing with people. Goblins are.
Well, you have the barbarian with you that can beat the shit out of the goblin.
Person you
so-
just met and know nothing about.
that also eats people.
Who does eat people.
Hey, I mean, he could eat the goblin,
It's fair.
That
but
is the exact opposite of what you told him to do.
Could
look,
you...
okay, you know what? Hearing all this thought process going in Narcy's head, she definitely goes outside because
That's good. I like help.
however
yeah.
long.
So, where are your other packages then?
I don't know. I just am a delivery man. Don't shoot the messenger.
You said you were looking for them though.
I dropped them in this bush.
Oh, okay.
They are not going to explode.
Right. Good to know. So what triggers them to explode?
When you open them.
Okay. Good to know.
Why are you delivering explosives?
Our Lord and Savior Jareth has commanded me to deliver letters to specific people.
This guy is just so. It's like the perfect henchman for the heroes. He just has no like interest in protecting any information whatsoever.
Now I will be on my way, thank you very much. I have found my packages. And he points to a bag that he has,
Great.
which he had the whole time.
Actually, could I convince you to stay for a bit? We'd like to just.
I very much
chat.
doubt that.
Oh. I guess all these cool. What are goblins like? Shiny objects that I have will have to be used for other things.
Roll charisma. Persuasion.
Okay.
Was I in earshot of that?
Sure, but he's already like. I do not think so. I think this may be a trap. I think you're going to shoot the messenger.
Acting out this character is so fun because the rolls always line up with what.
I will pull out 3 gold. I can make it worth your time.
He squints at you. He's like, I have never met an honest lizard in my life. But roll persuasion.
Do I... All right. Okay.
That was really good
But
compared to a 0.
the thing is, I've only met a few lizards. Maybe you'll be the first one that doesn't try to eat me and betray me. Let's talk, chum.
Will you come back to the barn with us?
I will not. Talk here.
Why exactly are you peddling explosives?
For
Just
my
as a
Lord
side
and
note,
Savior, Jared.
Since this probably won't look very threatening to somebody who doesn't know what this is, I am readying a use of the Ring of Wrath to attack him if he goes to like try to open one of the packages. It's like sort of like a suicide bomb kind of.
Okay.
That's all. So like if he does that, I'd like to like I don't know like an initiative roll or something like that to try to
Sure.
get him before.
I'm holding the gold out to him in the palm of my hand, just beckoning for him to come and take it.
As long as
luring a duck with bread.
Who else are you sending messages to?
Who are you, little girl?
I'm with them
Why?
because I want to be.
Weird.
She's our friend.
What? Why? Why do you have friends? Friends are useless. You need to make money.
Friends actually help us make money.
Exactly. God.
We take on some dangerous jobs, and our friends help keep us alive, and then we all get.
I understand. I too have taken on a very dangerous job. The good news is I'm explosive. Jareth promised me.
It's so cool. He made you explosive.
Yes. He said that I will blow up if I die and I'm explosive, so I won't die.
I'd like to roll insight on that.
Sure.
See, I don't doubt that he believes it is my problem.
Yeah, he believes what he's saying.
I just don't think he's smart.
What? The Mona Lisa of, like, goblin interrogation paintings.
I'm debating whether or not to try and just hit him with subdue damage.
To be honest, I am resistant to fire damage, which I assume the explosion would be. And I'm assuming I won't die.
You're assuming that let's just think about this. You're assuming that a bag full of C4 wouldn't kill you.
Look, I identified it. Guess
No.
do I have any idea of like whether or not it would kill me?
You identified one. He has many.
I'm
You
going
don't
off the
actually
assumption that they're all the
If they're all the same, it's hard to see how many he has in the bag because he hasn't opened it for you.
That's it. But can he open them all at once? Or would like one explosion open all of the packages and
That
therefore
sounds.
it could
set them all?
happen.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
a
a
I
much
feel
more-
like we can interrogate him from here. Where
Here
are you?
is-
Where are you sending these?
Well, I am delivering them to important people, while others of my kind are going to be marching into major cities and opening these. They are also explosive.
I apologize.
Shit. Hold on, what time is it right now?
It's pretty late at night.
Is it between 7 and 9 p.m.?
Is this cough supposed to be a signal?
No, it's not. It's me dying. I'm sorry.
Well, stop dying, Cole.
Sorry, what was your question? Cole was coughing into my ears.
Is it between 7 and 9 p.m.?
Yes.
I would like to sending to Edwin Mercer.
Oh, cool.
I guess I should write out the 25 words just to make sure it's within 25.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll-
gonna
I'll
go
type
get
that
some
up. You guys
water
can,
real
like, keep
quick.
doing the
I don't
scene
know what
chilling.
happened.
Get your water.
The goblin's staring at you, like hoping that you'll give him the gold, but he's not getting closer.
How far away is he?
Oh, like 6 feet.
I'm gonna walk a little bit closer to hand him the gold.
He takes a step back.
Do you want the gold or not?
I would like you to put it on the ground, and when we leave here cordially, I will take it. I
Is it
have
pos-
done I have done my job of giving you all the information that I have available. So,
Of course. Of course.
Can I use reckless attack on a grapple?
no.
Okay.
Can I have advantage because they're distracting him?
But a
What are you
grapple's
trying to
not grapple's not an attack roll.
I've taken my time with my painting. I've examined it. I'm done with it. There's no one in the barn now. I get up, look outside, see there's a goblin. They're interacting with the goblin. I attempt to sneak around.
No. He's looking towards the barn because they would have walked from the barn.
Okay, I would have went out the back door of the barn.
Right, but he's still looking in that direction is what I'm trying to say, sorry.
Sure, it's in the evening. He's 2 barns lengths away, right? So
Yes.
no advantage. Okay, and then I walk over. Clearly seen.
Who are you?
I believe he is also with us.
He is with us.
Okay.
Hello, one that is with us. I am Sniktar.
So, how did you know we were here?
Jareth sees all and knows all. He is the almighty lord and deity of all. He will become king of this world in no time.
But was it like, did he see the future and say that we were going to be here?
He sees all things, past, present, future, now, then, when.
That sounds like a troublesome person.
Is God walking the earth?
You know, I'd be really careful about what you say around me because,
Do not be rude and shoot the messenger, little girl. I am
I'm
just a
not going to be the
messenger,
one
and you
that
asked
shoots
me
you.
a question.
By the way, her book is vibrating a little bit. There's no way someone could be that powerful and walking this plane. The divine, what is it? The divine gate is barring the gods from entering our plane.
The divine gate was broken. It is no more.
Ah, well, I guess I see why Paylor wanted me to go out and do things.
Sounds like your god likes to micromanage. Mine too. His name's Jareth.
Yeah, it's honestly really annoying.
I have this here for you if you would like. He pulls out a pamphlet. It's to a casino called Big Vinny's. He's like, my friend who runs this casino. He asked me to hand these out as I go along, but then I got kind of caught up in the Jareth thing. You guys want to visit here? It's a nice place.
Isn't that what you hand out? And she
Yes?
looks at you, Quill. Is your friend involved somehow?
I mean, I didn't think so.
I mean, he still might not be. Actually... Alright. Well,
I'm very confused now.
don't be confused.
Okay.
What are we doing with the goblin? He has a bag of explosives.
You are going to let me go like you had said earlier.
Not.
I
We
believe-
didn't say anything about your bag, though.
I believe I am the only one that said I would let you go if you actually take the money.
That is very fair. Here, take the bag.
Alright.
Just like what was planned.
Oh my god. Yeah, just take the bag of explosives.
Good.
Just hold them with your hands.
I'll take the bag.
I try to interpose myself between you and the bag.
Could you not carry it with your mage hand?
I don't have a mage hand.
I can do that within 30 feet of me. If it's less than 10 pounds. Which I don't know how many are in there.
That'd be a good way to test how many are in there.
I mean... yeah? Might also set him off, so...
That's true.
At this point, I kind of want to just hold person him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
What?
Wait, did you ever send your message, by the way? Oh,
Did.
That's right there.
Typed it out. At verified Twitter account, Edwin Mercer. I DM'd him.
oh, dude, yeah, he got verified the other day. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know how long the grace period on being able to reply is, but
Ironblood sucks. Okay, I'll PM what he says back.
cool.
Well, I mean, it's not like the goblin is going to really give us any more information that we need to know.
Yeah, so after I finish doing that, sending that, just going to kind of hear him just kind of talking about how it was the plan that we take the bag and all this stuff, and how he kind of just knows a lot more than I want him to know. I'm going to cast Hold Person on him. So, blah blah blah, Wisdom save against DC 15.
Why doesn't it have the DC on there?
I don't know. Ooh.
He rolled a 0.
All right. So yeah, he would just probably like go like stiff, and probably fall over.
No, I think he just goes completely like still. I don't think he necessarily like falls over.
All right. Okay, he's paralyzed. I don't know if you want to grab the bag or grab him, whichever one.
Does this mean I can kill him?
Maybe just grab him,
I take the bag.
separate him from the bombs. And...
He was like handing them out to you, or like when you cast that at him.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, well, it could be a trap.
Which is that. Yeah.
I take them.
All right.
I begin walking away slowly from everyone.
Cool. I guess I'm gonna. It'll take me another action, so like he'll probably get a chance to roll another save. I would like make a Tensor's floating disc, put him on it, and then just start like
I could just
walking toward the barn.
I could just carry him.
We have a strong man now.
If you move to do that, I won't cast any spells. But
I am going to move to pick him up.
Don't kill him yet. Honestly, I feel like it would be better if we killed him.
yeah, we just need him disarmed.
And disarmed, I do need more fingers.
Oh God.
I...
We'll talk about the definition of disarm in a second, but don't hurt him anymore.
Very well then.
And I'm
So,
using all the spell slots.
I guess I'll start
Right.
carrying him back towards the barn.
I
Is that how many words can he send back? Sorry, 25.
25. I'll post the sending description.
It's cool.
Also, what did any of you check on the one that I threw?
well, if it, I mean, no. I'll go check it.
It seems not to have exploded yet.
I'm not using another level 3 spell slot to get up pleasantries.
To
Oh
what?
my- To just continue the pleasantries of this exchange.
I say we kill the thing and we be on our way. He knows.
Edwin Mercer says not to kill him.
Then what do we do?
Eat him, bring him back with us. Goblins have been trying to sneak a Rage Bay.
Yes, like I said, into all the major cities.
Wait, can he talk while he's under hold person?
It would have worn off by the time you guys like get to the.
Oh.
It only lasts a minute, right?
Well, tie him
Yeah.
up then. We've got.
He can re-roll the
He's-
save like
he's-
every
nah,
round, so it
he's
probably
already-
didn't last a minute.
Nah, it probably did. He has a -2.
Fair. All right,
Um,
and then I want to like check him for any other like.
Yeah, you guys have him tied up, and you can invest.
Pocket search. Oh man.
Have advantage. Somebody would have been helping you.
Okay, I'll roll again. There we go.
He has a bag of 77 gold pieces and 10 platinum.
Wow, high roller.
He
Damn.
and he gave all that to us for 3 What?
No,
I'm
he
just
he gave us the bag of bombs, not the bag of gold pieces.
No. I mean, he
Think
gave us all
goblins
that.
just like shiny things.
He
don't
gave
know
all
what the
this
value
information to
is.
us because I offered him 3 pieces of gold.
Hey man, gold's gold, bro. Besides,
Hey,
he
that's
pro-
like
Also-
2% of his net worth.
I believe
That's pretty solid, man.
because of this, I may be considered part of your group, considering I am now involved in an attempted bombing.
Hmm.
So Ezekiel,
Yes.
you walked off with the bag, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. What do you do?
I place it down in a large field.
Cool.
And I just step back and watch it and think about it.
How long do you watch it?
Probably like 5 minutes.
I think I would have
Nothing-
gone with
nothing
you
happens.
because
Okay.
I got the other thing.
Sure.
So. Do
Nothing
you,
happens after 5 minutes.
Okay.
you
I
think
look
we
at you, Narcy, and I say, bring me a shovel.
Well, I could just destroy them right now.
I look at you, and I say, I don't want to ask how, but how?
I can set them on fire.
No, that is literally going to draw a crowd, Narcy.
Well, it seemed like the easiest option.
And lesson number whatever we're at now, sometimes the easiest option is not the best option.
I
Write
believe
it
in
down.
Occam's razor.
Write it down, Narcy.
You know, your philosophies aren't the only ones.
Read
Right.
that rule so I can have it word for word in my notes.
Yeah, sometimes the easiest way is not the best way. Now get me a shovel.
See, I like rules that start with sometimes because they really
There
aren't
are
applicable
rules?
ever.
Yeah.
It's a good rule.
She
It's
gives
a life
you,
lesson. It's a life lesson.
Lesson. More of an observation, but
she gives you like a why are you talking to me like this look, and just says yes sir, bows to you and just like walks away to find a shovel.
how
So she
legal of
she looks at you like a 11-year-old girl would look at her dad,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and then does what a 11-year-old girl would do if her dad asked her to do something.
Yes.
slam the bedroom door.
So you never come back with the shovel, right?
I come back with the shovel because it's
Run away from home for 45 minutes.
I
You
come
go-
back with the shovel because
You go
it's-
listen to music and text boys in your room.
My Chemical Romance.
It depends on the girl.
Might be one of the later Taylor Swifts.
Or Justin Bieber or something.
I don't think Justin Bieber had enough like edgy, angry songs.
Justin Bieber was super popular among tweens for a long time.
No, I know. I just mean like it's not the mood. It's not the edgy, mad at my parents. You know.
I didn't. I actually don't. I have no clue.
That's fine.
I was never an 11-year-old girl.
I'll teach you all about it.
Okay.
Thank you, Narcy. I begin to dig.
Okay, cool. How deep of a pit?
How big's the bag? Just a backpack type thing, or?
It's like a knapsack. You know, like those like side pouches that people have that go like down like halfway down their leg.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Nothing too serious. We're just talking maybe like. Well, first, is this a farm? Like, am I in a cornfield here? I want to be out in the open. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want some idiot to be coming by here with a plow and to fucking blow himself up here. I'm not putting a mine in the ground.
How far? I mean, how far away from like the farm do you want to be?
Probably like 100 to 150 feet.
I mean, you can do it. Yeah, 100 feet away from the barn. That's fine.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Probably go 2.5, 3 feet.
Cool. So it'll take you a little bit of time. Not
Yeah.
too long.
Yeah.
Cool. So back at the barn.
Back at the barn.
It's you guys.
Our
coming out.
heroes are
Right up.
intimidating the goblin.
Why he's giving you any information?
Yeah, this is like I feel like we should just
I speak with the dead now, which just means we can basically just threaten to kill people and get the answers out of there.
but
Just-
we have
Yeah,
just
but then you
sounds
get
fun.
Cryptic answers.
Do you want me to carry this one back to this Edwin person with you?
We might just sort of have to kidnap him. We've done it before.
I am willing to go
And-
with you willingly.
I'm not sure I would believe that.
I am many things, my friend. A businessman, yes. Very, very rich, yes. A liar, no.
I'm gonna roll
Wait,
insight on that
who-
because I
who,
think it was a good sentence.
Who took who took the gold?
He's lying. He's not rich.
Well, okay, look,
Bro,
10
you guys just
platinum and
took all of it.
77 gold pieces is
You guys
pretty...
took it.
But it's still his. We just physically took it. We didn't, like, we don't have ownership of it. You think
I'm
about it.
gonna look at the sack of gold and say, "Are you going to split that?"
That is my.
Oh, sorry, I totally forgot I took it from him. Yeah, probably.
May I have my money back?
No.
I mean, I guess it
Why?
depends how this goes.
He tried to give us explosives.
I'm just gonna throw the sack money at, what was
But I
it,
told
the
you that they would
mass...
not. They would not blow up.
Yeah, I'm just, as a show of good faith, just like letting Mastak hold the money, just kind of like showing like we're not here to exploit people to make a buck.
Thank-
No, I threw it to Mastak, not the goblin.
Oh,
Unless I miss really bad.
roll to throw.
You want a strength?
Yeah, I don't care. Just don't roll. Just roll a d20 and don't roll a 1. Because then him saying thank funny.
Anyway. So, what are we doing next then?
Mazdak will begin splitting up the money.
Cool.
How much did you say it was again? 77 gold, 10 platinum?
Yeah.
well, since they're kind of done. Oh, what now? What happens if some idiot digs this up later? What happens if Jareth's men come back for it?
I'm pretty sure what we just did is a war crime.
What?
War
There
crime.
ain't,
Like,
there ain't
for
no
real.
Geneva Convention around here.
I hand Quill I hand Quill 2 platinum and 15 gold.
But I'm talking to what's his face while Ezekiel
Ezekiel.
while he's digging the hole,
As I'm digging the hole.
or like while you're
he's doing the war crime.
while
he's committing
you're
war
like
crime.
finishing up the hole, like what happens if Jareth's men come back for it?
And they come back for it.
Wouldn't it have just been better to have detonated them early, where they wouldn't hurt
And-
people?
And draw the attention likely of some poor civilians here.
Yes, but I could have easily explained to them that it was us preventing an explosion, or
By causing an explosion.
preventing an explosion in their city, or something like that.
By
By
causing an
causing
explosion.
in their city.
I could have thought of something.
And I did as well.
Why is your way better than mine?
Because my way doesn't involve an explosion. It
Yet,
involves hard work and labor. It involves us burying this here, away from the barn, away from the farm. We will tell Jenkins, and we will pay Jenkins to ensure that no one comes over this way, that this spot is left alone. If Jareth comes by and takes the bag, or has a crony do that, I don't know why he would need to do that. He seems like the type of person that has more of these anyways. Then so be it.
Probably expensive to make a whole bag of explosive packages.
And hand it to a single goblin?
No, I don't mean to hand it to a goblin. Just like in terms of, I think Glyph of Warding, for example, would cast
yeah.
would cost like a decent amount of gold and materials to cast.
well, since this is happening out of character,
Oh,
like
I'm just wondering, like, is this something that they can just is completely replaceable, or is this like
You
The way I see it is if they handed it to a single goblin, they are treating this as completely replaceable.
I guess.
Hod.
That's more thinking out loud than asking the DM, so you don't have to give us all the answers or anything.
Yeah.
I just
All
realized a spell I need to prepare.
We continue to have our good fellas seen outside.
Okay. I mean, you're probably done by now.
Okay.
yeah.
It'd probably only take like what, 10 minutes to dig a hole like that, maybe 20.
Probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're not.
No, I'm not particularly weak, actually. I got 14
No, I know.
strength.
Yeah, I'm saying you're like above average, but you're not like gripping and ripping through that shovel in the ground.
No. No reason to strain myself here.
Right.
I guess when I'm done, make our way back to the barn, and I see a goblin that's tied up.
As everyone walks in, I hand each of them 15 gold and 2 platinum.
Look at
Finally,
you awkwardly, and I say thank you, I guess.
That is my money.
my money now,
Why?
because we took it.
That's very.
I don't need to
think.
think. I really don't need to be guilty or feel guilty about stealing from a person who tried to explode me.
I did not try to explode you. I specifically said the pack did not explode. Has it exploded?
It will.
Don't know. I
Wait.
do. Won't explode.
Were you lying to us then?
No.
Which is
What
it?
if we had you? What if we had you open a package?
I would love. It's untie me.
I don't believe that's worth it.
Well, we'll take him to Mercer and he'll extract whatever information he can out of him, and that'll be.
Unlikely. Probably.
Is this guy just trying to like get away by saying that, or does he actually believe that he'll be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll open a package?
Yeah, he said, yeah, fuck it, I'll open a package. Remember earlier he said he was explosion.
I was not there.
No, I just mean like. Oh, but yeah, if you weren't there.
He's crazy. He thinks that if he explodes, he won't die, or something of that nature. So.
I have been given a boon by my lord and savior.
Reusable suicide bombers, if he's telling the truth.
Yes.
That's.
The other ones are going suicide bomb cap.
That is interesting information.
Yes. It was just to send you a message. Stop trying to thwart my plans.
May I cut off his fingers?
No.
I wasn't asking you.
That's.
I wouldn't mind if you cut off his fingers. I mean.
I would very much mind.
Seems
well.
unnecessary.
I mean.
But hey, I mean, I'm not your boss.
I'm debating whether or not to just bite them off. I said
That'd be
that out
really
loud.
gross. You should do it.
I'm going to bite a finger off.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
These
Why are we
messages,
torture-
are they also going to Hayakoth?
Yes. We will be eliminating everyone, everywhere, always.
I honestly don't think that's possible, but
Of importance.
They're gonna use the time machines.
the
Ah.
the what?
The time machines?
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna bite a finger off.
Ouch. Ouch.
You
Ouch.
I love how there was no dice while you just started going, ouch.
Goblins do not taste very good.
God, that hurts.
Is there a race that does taste good?
That's going to take a long time to grow.
I don't think that's gonna regrow.
Human flesh, surprisingly, when dried out like jerky, tastes passable.
Ouch.
Have you ever eaten a tiefling?
I didn't need to know that.
neither did I.
I can't say that I have.
Oh, well, keep it that way. For now.
St-
I guess if I die, it doesn't really matter. But don't
That-
hurry that along.
That is the point. If one is dead, it is best to make use of what's left however you can.
Honestly, shut up. And she snaps her fingers, and I spend a healing light dice, which is a D8 plus my fucking whatever. It's like lay on hands. Yeah, so it's a D6 plus my charisma.
You add your charisma?
Yeah, I add my charisma to like.
I have a question about this.
The charisma
Doesn't-
modifier is the max number of dice you can roll. I don't think you add it to the healing.
1 plus your warlock level.
Just saying, I
You're
could-
right.
I didn't
You're right.
play it.
Just a
I've
D6.
been a warlock for a long time, and I really wish I could do that because I rolled so many shitty dice when I did that.
Would this make the goblin's finger grow back?
No.
Damn it.
It
There's a
just
spell specifically for regrowing limbs.
It's like
and
a
you just kinda-
level 7 spell or something.
Yeah, it's crazy hard to regrow limbs in D&D.
Okay.
Also
Yeah,
in real
the,
life.
the wound heals over a little bit.
He's like, thank you very much.
now stop complaining about it.
Finger did we bite off?
What?
Which finger?
I'm gonna say his right thumb.
It probably, yeah, I
Oh,
was
you
gonna
went
say
for
they're
a
like
thumb?
fingers.
That's kind of debilitating, man. I use my right thumb a lot.
Luckily, I'm a left.
I think I just knocked the goblin out at this time.
Okay.
Honestly, why have we been messing around with him for so damn long?
I don't know. It was fun.
I was interested to see if he could actually grow the finger back.
You don't have anything else to do.
Um, so
do you want me to carry this back with you?
Oh,
I
a
mean,
cart.
he did attempt to bomb me as well.
Yeah, we have a cart drawn by a horse, like in the barn with us that you would have seen.
Oh,
So you wouldn't have to like carry him the whole way.
If he's sending these packages to prominent people in both countries, my family are probably target.
Kara, is there a particular person you'd like me to send a message to? I think I just need to know their. Well, I guess be familiar with them. So I guess you could tell me as much as you know about them. I could send a warning.
I honestly don't know much.
You know, just tell your family not to open their mail.
Well, I think that I honestly don't know how well a psychic intrusion would be received by this person in question.
I honestly don't know. I don't know if they even received the letter I sent. I don't know if they've ever received any of my letters. But
I'm sorry.
you could try.
You did give them a return address to like send letters back to, correct?
Oh, of course. You could try to send one to cast your spell to Lady Aradel. She looks like me, I think, but taller.
All right.
She'll hold out her left hand and show you her signet ring and says, the symbol of our house looks like this, if it helps."
All right. If I focus on that information, is that enough to do like a sending and be considered familiar with somebody?
I'll have you do a roll.
Okay.
Or
And then
just
also,
a D100 roll, and I'll give it a failure state depending on like how much information she's used. Since she's giving you like a house signet, a name, and a general description, I'll say there's a 50% failure state, but you won't know it fails until you cast the spell.
and then the other thing is just like what Kara wants to say.
Actually, I don't think you'll even know if it failed.
Okay.
They're also probably in Kirkwall.
So I'll do the D100 roll secret.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
They're in Kirkwall. And then let's just like, hey, this is a message from Kara. Sorry to bust into your brain.
I hope the whole message ends up getting taken up by you trying to explain how you're sending them a telepathic message.
Oh, God, it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's really hot in here too.
It's really nice in my room right now. It's like perfect.
It's actually very nice here as well. I never noticed comfortable temperatures, and it's pointed out, so I actually really appreciate taking this moment to just be like, hey, I feel comfortable.
I have a bag of ice.
It's so nice. My bed's like a little bit colder than like the air. So my feet, it's like just cold enough to where my feet are comfy.
Alright.
Counting words is a pain.
Yeah, I hate sending spells.
In the meantime...
Alright, I got to 24 on that draft, so that was actually pretty good. I
With
guess we'll just...
explaining how sending works.
No.
Oh.
I really like that. Like,
I'm
it probably sounds like some
Are you sure you-
approximation of Quill's voice.
yeah. Are you
And
sure?
as far as they know, that's actually Kara's
Real quick,
voice because they haven't seen her lately.
double check your message and tell me if that's exactly what I said. Please.
Um,
You could have said sorry to intrude.
well, bust into your brain kind of gets the same thing across, but with more words. So yeah,
The
that's
reason
not
I
off.
ask is because you don't mention goblins at all.
That's fair.
Yeah. Normally I would be mean and just be like, cool, I will respond to this. But this is like probably the third time you've used this spell, so. And I'm nice now.
I'm glad you're nice now.
I used to be a lot stricter as a DM on shit like this.
God, counting sucks. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, this is just 21, but I think it's still better.
I like that message way better.
Reads
Feels
like
way
a
more
text from
Quinn.
your grandma, too.
Yeah, feels way more Quinn. Quinn is the kind of person that would text like a grandma.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Mm.
You'd just be like
Quill's-
very confused, too.
Quill's gonna make a great grandmother one day.
Quill would read your Facebook posts and then just text you LOL without any clarification of what she's responding to, and it would be like days late.
Yeah, I agree. God damn it, now I have to fucking count. I hate counting.
I hate accounting too. Do you mind if I take this opportunity to take a quick bath?
Yeah, everybody take 10. Because this message I'll have to think out.
That makes sense. You haven't had to roleplay this character before? Presumably, at least. Maybe in disguise.
I also don't know anything about this character.
A person sent a message in my chat room and I didn't know. 30 minutes ago. I need to find a way to get respected in this fucking squad.
I mean, if Mazdak sees you make someone explode and understands that it was you making them explode, he'll probably respect you.
Kara said your calligraphy was nice.
Oh well, you're nice on my books.
Yay.
My character doesn't like to be doubted, is the thing. So. It's probably really good for recording. Like, you know, me just typing essays to my friends.
Alright. I have sent the 25-word message. When he gets back, we can continue. Oh man, I have something awesome to show you guys. Let me find this real quick. I found my new favorite person in the world.
Is that so?
Yes. My brother technically found it, but then he showed it to me.
And now you get to take credit, right?
Yeah.
Hey Cole,
Yeah.
just so you're tracking,
Uh-huh.
this is the type of stuff that. Oh, why is Discord not working for me now? Oh, now it is. This is the type of stuff that I was working on this week that got me pissed off by.
Wait, why did this person just, like, jump onto mouse traps?
This is cool.
It's for the juggalos and juggalettes, bro.
Ah, shit. I don't have fucking... I don't
Sweet,
have...
we're getting secret Canadian documents.
It's not secret.
Now we can bring Canada's armies down, Cole.
Nice.
Study these.
This is part of an 8-hour long analysis of a mission.
You can learn all of their mission and tactic planning from here.
Now,
I mean, if it's anything like the US's, we should already
And if
know.
they ever try to rebel against us again, we can crush their rebellion.
Nice.
My suggestion is we kill them all at a wedding.
Hmm.
That seems to work for my favorite family ever.
I see.
Yes.
I'll go along with this.
We get one of their own people to kill them at their wedding and offer him the north of Canada, which is basically just where like all the zombies are gonna break through this big ice wall that they have and kill everybody, so that place fucking sucks. and we'll have him talk about like sending regards, and then stab the people.
Hmm. I mean that sounds like it will work. Hmm.
I don't know. I have to ask Saint if he thinks that would work in taking down the.
Hey, I'm back.
I don't think that would work.
No,
No,
so I can't just be like the Sankoviches send their regards,
no,
and
that
then
wouldn't work.
stab all of your world leaders.
All of them? Yes.
Yeah, like all of the world leaders
Oh, okay.
while they're at the Canadian Prime Minister's royal wedding.
Of course, the royal wedding.
Oh, our new friend isn't on the board. Oh,
We'll
sorry.
call it the White Wedding.
Oh yeah, you never put me on the board.
You can.
Listen, man.
Oh, there it is.
Very
large
big.
man.
Go. Hey, Smobo, can you do me a favor before we start and just watch the video I posted called Superhuman with 2 M's?
I mean, I will.
It's only 16 seconds long. It's very important to the future of this show or this game.
I don't know what he was expecting.
I don't think he was thinking at all.
He has another video where he cheese grades his forehead.
So
Oh God.
I
I
didn't
didn't.
like that one.
Mm,
I didn't like that one. But I
me
like this
either.
one. Where he talks about the juggalos and juggalettes. Whoop whoop. So, the good news is we can get back to the game now. Quill, I posted the reply message.
yeah, and she would just probably relay that word for word to Kara as soon as she got it, because
Okay.
she doesn't super understand what this means. I'm
So
gonna
you should relay it to Kara.
I'm gonna copy and paste it as I say it out loud. I'll say, "The Lord of Lies rises in the north. Our time to attack must delay. The north is of more dire straits. Lord, I don't know how to say that. Domain, I
Oh, I
insist.
spelled it wrong. Damien is what I was supposed
Lord
to say.
Damien, I insist."
I feel like
She didn't understand the word count. Sort of what I'm getting out of this.
Don't understand it.
well, if you don't understand it, then I suppose
She could be saying that Curse Rest is in more danger than Kirkwall, possibly.
I mean it could be even further north.
Can I roll something on like Lord of Lies? Like, is that a common thing?
I mean I could also roll on that. The Lord of Lies.
Yeah, no, I'll let you guys roll history checks, but it's gonna be nigh impossible, is what I'm gonna tell y'all. It's gonna be a really, really hard roll.
All right.
I don't even know if your mods will be big enough. Oh, Cool definitely
Is-
could have gotten it somehow.
Yeah,
Was
hers is like a
Damien
8.
the
Yeah.
guy that they
Yeah,
was killed in Laner Coast?
Lord of Lie means nothing to either of y'all.
Damn.
Alright.
Well,
This sounded vaguely like
I
a
did it for the
D.
meme.
Oh my gosh.
poor
You
guy.
got the nat 1 and the nat 20.
Lord of Lies means nothing to any of you.
It needs nothing and everything.
Lord Damien. I
Even
I
don't.
if-
like how well we rolled. That was a good team effort.
I tried.
If this was any other thing we were trying to remember, we would have gotten it.
Lord Damien, he was the one who was executed in Laner Coast, wasn't he?
Yes.
Didn't write that name down in Note Center, so I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm not up to date on politics recently, so.
Well, neither am I.
Well,
We
Except
were
for-
there when it happened.
no.
I
he
was not.
I think Mercer would have given you a rundown on Damien being killed and
What-
everybody
what-
like talking.
Okay, then.
before.
What are politics?
it's a-
interrelation between people.
Gross.
Everyone wants to get what they desire out of society.
It's people with different interests, reconciling them through social agreements, essentially.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of nerds arguing.
This is why I preferred living in the woods.
Society's pretty good. I mean,
Society's pretty good. It's a great sentence.
I don't know what to tell you other than, you get... There's a lot of things in the city.
Anyway, sending text messages has made me very tired.
I
I think
see.
I'm gonna fall asleep now.
Did you finish your painting, by the way?
Yes.
Can I see it?
You may. It is right there. I pointed out.
What is drawn on the canvas?
It's the scene. It's the barn. It's literally the barn, and Mazdak. Sorry. Our new friend here. It's a portrait of him sitting in the barn on a bale of hay.
Interesting.
There is another knock on the barn door.
I will answer it this time.
That's a good joke, Quill. It's Jenkins, the short man with the red nose. Oh hey, y'all, do y'all want some tea?
Oh, if you're offering, then
He
yes.
has a tray with like a kettle and some clay.
Very
cups.
well, but do not be alarmed.
Someone tried to attack us in the night, and we've dealt with them, so I would like some tea. And she smiles.
All right, with or
Tea
without
sounds good.
moonshine
Yes.
in it.
Without moonshine in it.
All right,
I
let me
will-
go get the other pot then.
I will take the
What is
moonshine.
moonshine?
That sounds wonderful.
It's very distilled alcohol.
Sounds
It's
like
bi-
a
Oh, that-
beautiful, like a fairy beverage.
It's delicious.
Actually sounds like the thing, yes.
He pours cups for anybody that wants it with moonshine.
I will take one.
Yeah, I think Quill will as well. 'Cause
Kara
she
also takes
probably has heard the term before. And
Ezekiel will go
sounds
without.
very pretty. You know.
Ezekiel, well, what, buddy?
Go without the moonshine.
So he pours 3 cups. He's like, "Here you go,"
We all go blind.
and he pours one for himself as well. Then cheers with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Huzzah.
Bitch.
Because of my resistance to fire damage as a tiefling, I think I can just like drink it no matter how hot it is.
I'd actually say it's not about heat like with alcohol though.
No, I think he's saying he can drink it
'cause-
without
oh,
like cooling
Like
it
when you
down.
get a cup of coffee, you usually wait a few minutes. I feel like a
The tea
tiefling
isn't-
just
the
brings
tea
it out of
isn't
the pot.
hot.
Oh, it's not hot tea?
No.
It's
cold.
just moonshine.
Okay, hot
It's
moonshine
just-
would be
it's just-
so
yeah,
bad.
exactly. It's just moonshine.
I will just chug it.
He's like, "Yep, that's good tea," and he winks at you guys.
Kara makes a face but keeps drinking.
I don't know who decided to name this after the shine of the moonlight. 'Cause that's not how I feel about it.
Well, the moon's made out of cheese, and cheese is made kind of similar to this.
This is cheese?
Nope, it's not living.
This
Nar-
is dead cheese.
Oh my god.
Narcy sits down next to Ezekiel and say, "How long do you think they'll last?"
All
Not
ready
much
for
longer now.
another round?
Yes.
He pours more.
I'm very interested to see where this will turn.
Um,
How this will turn.
Quill and
out.
Kara, have you guys finished your drinks yet?
Yeah,
Probably.
out of politeness.
These are like cups full.
Wonderful.
I don't think she enjoyed it enough to accept second.
Oh, he pours it because he has 6 cups.
Oh,
And he pours it into the 2 extra ones for you two, and then hands it to y'all.
thanks.
You're welcome.
I guess I'll continue drinking.
Oh, what about your sleeping friend? Does he want any?
No.
All right.
So what do you have you lived alone on your farm for a while?
Yeah.
You ever
I-
had kids
I
or
run
anything?
the only inn in town.
Cool.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
used to have a farm, but I don't know. I kept putting my tea leaves in with everything, and they just died.
You put your tea leaves in the soil?
Well, I distilled the tea first, you see here, and then I poured it on the crops so they would grow. Because
Hmm.
they say that crops like to drink,
It's what plants crave.
and I like
I
to
don't
drink.
know if that's how
So
farming
I
works.
figured they wanted to drink too, but they weren't good drinking companions because they all died. So I don't have a farm no more, so I opened myself an inn.
Mazdak is now asking for thirds.
That's what happened. He pours it for you, and he Oh Jesus Christ, Kara!
Your
Your
owl dies.
Your owl.
Does advantage on saving throws against being poisoned count against alcohol?
Yeah, you would have a high tolerance.
Alright. But still, this is a lot.
Yeah, so he pours you another. Like he goes to, like pour more into your cup, Quill.
Oh, okay.
It spills on the floor a little bit. He pours some into Mazdak's cup, and he's like, "Why is your owl drinking? It's gonna die like my crops." And he like pours some into one of the 2 cups.
Don't
You'd be
kill
fine.
the owl.
Don't kill your pet. Like I killed my pet crops.
I don't think crops can be pets.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. They like music and drinking. Except for these ones didn't do much drinking apparently.
I think they like to drink water.
What?
Water.
But water doesn't get you drunk.
I don't think plants need to be drunk or want to be drunk.
But being drunk is better.
Quill just like nods. You're a wise spirit.
Yep, this is some wise spirits. He pours some more for everybody.
Oh god, how much does he have?
I feel like it's getting to the point where we should start rolling.
I think you're not rolling, dude. I think you're drunk, and the only rolling you'll have to do is to see if you let's see, die of alcohol poisoning.
I would like everybody that drank 2 or more cups to give me a con save.
You know, the more I drink, the more I like
Oh
it.
no.
Rip.
That +6 for nothing.
Oh, no.
Man, these people are hardy.
Kara, I need your bird to roll me a con save at disadvantage. It's
Oh no.
I think I'm good.
Kara's been doing a lot of like late night passing out in the bottom of the inn. She's built up her tolerance a little bit.
Yeah, the vampire attack really got to Kara for a while.
Let's see. What are my owl stats?
I think I'm gonna go to bed after this cup.
He's like, you don't anymore. I got another batch inside.
Oh, this is bad.
I'm fine.
Okay.
No, everything's great.
Why
Nothing
is
is
that
wrong.
sword's to the side?
What?
This sword's got a curvature in the
Giles is just gonna
It's
fall
broken.
face first off his perch.
Oh no.
Oh, Giles, oh, your pet's dead. Oh no,
You can't kill the bird.
it's immortal.
No, I mean you shouldn't. That wasn't literally true.
I don't know what anything is anymore. My laugh's
Is
falling
the bird
apart.
okay?
He's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go drink more now. Goodbye, y'all.
Oh, good luck.
I think Mazdak's just gonna pass out in a pile of hay.
Kara's gonna write down what the message said and just stare at it.
That was very entertaining. I like your artwork.
Thank you. I felt this time it was quite difficult to pay attention with all the commotion that was going on. But I maintained focus.
I'm surprised you managed to stay focused while we were being attacked by a bomber. Or threatened, I suppose.
Sometimes it takes that steel focus.
What's it going to take for you to respect me?
Quite a lot.
A drinking contest.
You're a bad influence. I do not want to drink at this age.
That wasn't in character.
Oh. Well, you seemed to have cast a judgment on me the second we met by
What little spell is
flicking.
that?
Oh, what?
Nothing.
By flicking a sunflower seed at me. It puzzles me to this day how you managed to get anything from that.
That simple sunflower seed taught me enough about you to know that, at least in this portion of this, what you say, 11 or so years of your life, you have lived in somewhat luxury.
Yeah, I basically was, I wouldn't say confined, more pressured to study in the library.
Understood. Luxury can lead to excess, and excess can lead to complacency. Complacency can lead to those becoming weak and soft.
You really think that there's a whole lot of luxury in the Temple of Pelor?
There's more than I clearly ever had looking at the state of you right now.
Yeah. Because I'm special to them.
But are you special to yourself?
She puts her she thinks a little bit and says, well, honestly, I don't know what to make of this situation, despite the fact that I've been like this for 11 years.
Maybe what you make of it is to try and make it the best.
That's half of the reason why I left. Because they wouldn't let me do anything. They were so terrified of me getting injured or something like that. So I simply, even the most mundane tasks, well, I suppose the last man who filled this position, she kind of trails off, and
it will take time.
the other half of the reason I left was because Pelor demanded it, and they would not listen to me.
Have you ever considered the fact that Pelor put me in your path to help you?
considering he hasn't put much in my path to help me. Maybe. Maybe. Let me think about what I know about Paylor. He's not a god of fate, so probably not. But we are going to have to work together eventually. You're going to need to trust me at some point.
Have I ever said that I do not trust you?
You seem to look down upon me.
Does that signify a lack of trust to you?
I need to think about that for a second.
It's so easy playing a monk. Just throw out philosophical bullshit the entire time. and you're just fine.
If you question my abilities, you question me, because really that's all I have, other than my intellect and my charisma.
Did I question your abilities?
Well, I thought that was what the sunflower seed was for. Was that not a test?
And that is why you have much to learn.
You're making this up as you go along, aren't you?
I am not.
The book floats into her hands. Gotta open my fucking Google Docs. I need to take better notes. But I have taken notes on this.
Good, as you should.
You tell me to be aware of my surroundings, but be more trusting. Aren't those a little bit contradictory?
Not at all, no.
I wish I wrote all these down. I know they contradicted each other. Son of a bitch.
To be sure of oneself and the situation they are in and the situation around them is not at all to mean to be untrusting of those around them. This is enough lessons for the evening. I suggest you get some sleep.
I don't sleep.
Well then, I suggest that you go and contemplate this somewhere else.
Alright. I was getting tired of this anyway. Alright. I summon Felix back. That's what I'm naming my cat. And I sit and read. Because that's apparently... I can just do that all night.
With the others being drunk and in different state of repair, I would take like a first watch, check to make sure that the goblin is still knocked out. If he's not, I'd knock him out again, and then go to sleep.
Cool. You knock the goblin out again.
Good.
After he wakes up, is like, hey, why did you hit me?
I say nothing, I just knock him out.
Yeah.
And as I've knocked him out, I realize, why have we not gagged him yet? And I gag him.
A bit into the night, a little bit after Ezekiel goes to sleep, the goblin starts to go.
I'm not going to pay attention to you, so you should shut up. She begins flipping
Okay.
through her spells. Do I have a spell that could solve this?
Until you figure out if you have a solving spell, he does this all night.
I have a lot of killing spells, but not disabling spells. Oh, well, I do have Hypnotic Pattern, because that shit's busted.
How long does that last?
It doesn't last. It's basically just worthy in combat. It's like a minute, I think. Yeah,
You
it's a
can
minute.
silence him for a minute, every hour? 2 minutes every hour?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could, but then I'd be, like, giving him attention, and that's what he wants. So.
So do you do that?
I found Revivify on my spell list, and I was hoping that I could just kill him and then revive him the next day. But that only lasts for a minute, so... Alright, I just bear with it. I really don't have the strength to knock him out, literally.
Cool. Alright, a little bit later, you guys wake up and there's a goblin flailing around that's tied up and he's gagged and he's making noises and being annoying.
He's been like that all night. I'm surprised he didn't wake you all.
I'm very happy it didn't wake me.
How are you feeling? You drank a lot last night.
Did you not ask him why he's flailing?
No, I didn't, because Ezekiel saw fit to
I'm gonna take the gag off.
Hello, will you take me out of my bindings now? I told you from the get-go, I will go willingly.
Didn't he say something about exploding when he dies?
Yes.
Should we really take him to someone important?
Yes.
I mean, you're free to search his person for anything.
No, as in...
He's magically enchanted, supposedly, allegedly.
Well, let's solve that mystery. I'm gonna touch him for a minute. I learned any spells that are affecting him.
Your hands are very cold, person that I don't like very much.
Actually, they're usually not cold. They're usually warm with a sort of hellish fire. What most people tell me.
That's quite disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're very cold right now. You see no enchantments on him. Except for one. Do I just tell you the spell, or what are you doing? Identifying him?
Yeah, identify on him. If you instead touch a creature without the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting. Oh, that's a spell. That's not the spell I expected.
So do you want me to get rid of him, or...
Do I know what that spell is and does?
Do you know what that spell is and does?
Only in the most abstract terms.
I mean, you as a player don't know what that spell is and does?
Not super well.
Roll Arcana, Miss Learned Adventurer of the Learned Ways.
Oh god.
What'd you roll?
10. With my mod, that's bad.
I'll tell you. Give me a sec. Oh, I totally spelled that wrong too, I think.
Yeah, just take the E off the end.
Yeah.
I was just checking if I could learn it. I can't, I don't think. Oh no, I can learn. Cool.
Yeah.
Cleric spell it.
Yeah.
Just not.
It
this level.
basically means he has to do something, otherwise his brain will explode. Essentially.
Oh.
Gaius. Or about what is it,
Yeah,
maybe?
GEAS.
It's
Yeah.
geese.
It's so. Well, he's not completely wrong. I mean, he will explode.
Yes.
Will
I
it
have-
hurt
We'll be
us?
fine.
I have very explosive blood.
Everyone around him will be totally fine. He will die if he does do something
No.
that he's
No.
been told to do.
No.
Do you want me to just kill him?
No.
Okay, like, here's the thing. Either he does what he was told to do, which is bad, or he dies. You know?
That just makes it all the worse that he wants us to take him there, I
Right.
think.
What were you told to do specifically?
He's
Deliver
not
from-
packages.
Oh, him?
He's not going to tell us specifically what he was told to do if he's under geese.
Deliver packages.
Why would you need to be under a geese to
I'm
to
not
deliver
under
package?
I'm not under a goose.
Should I just end this?
Should you? I don't think so, because we've been told to bring him to Mercer. This could be, of course, what he wants, but
Yes, please bring me to Mercer.
We could have him meet us outside of the city the way that we did when we first met.
well,
That
I don't know
works
about
too.
any of that, so up to you guys.
If we have the goblin stand far enough away, then perhaps the explosion wouldn't reach.
How would we interrogate him then? Honestly.
I'm going to be forthright. I believe we should simply end him here.
What did Edwin want us to do with him?
Edwin said, bring him to me, detain the goblin. He also said, hi, how's it going? I'm doing well. So, at least he's doing okay.
Well, if Edwin told us to bring the goblin to him, then we should bring the goblin to him.
I'm on his side. We should honestly not even really think about this. Let's do it, and then later we'll think about it. Let's get on the road.
Very well then.
Before we leave, I want to take my painting, and I want to go find Jenkins
Okay.
and knock on his door.
Oh, nice
Yeah,
sound effect.
hello?
Hello, Jenkins.
He looks through the window for a little bit at you. He's like,
Yes.
1 minute! And opens the door.
I
Hello.
remove my hat again, and I wish to present you with this. I present him the painting.
Thank you, kind stranger.
As well.
Lovely.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it. As well as this, I hand him a platinum piece.
Thank you.
There is a recently disturbed patch of soil near your barn. I give him a general direction as to where it is.
Alright.
If I want you to tell me right now that you will promise me that you will not disturb that location, and if you see people attempting to disturb the location, you will intervene, of course, unless they are of the goblin or orc variety with weapons that could literally eviscerate you.
So I need to defend it with my life unless it's against goblins and orcs?
Just make sure no one disturbs the dirt.
Oh,
It's very dangerous.
okay. Unless they're, a dirty foreigner.
Sure.
Alright.
Thank you
Of
for your
course,
hospitality.
Racist.
What'd you say?
I said thank you for your hospitality.
No, I'm sorry, what did Quill say?
Oh.
Of course he's a
I-
racist.
Quill didn't say it, but I said, of course he's a racist.
All right, thank you, kind man. Whatever you dug on my farm will be safe here forever until the end of days.
Thank you. I want to inside him if he's gonna fucking dig it up as soon as I fucking leave.
Okay.
Oh.
He's probably gonna check what it is.
I see the ambition in his eyes, and I say to him, before I leave, I just want to reiterate, nothing good comes out of that dirt.
He nods.
I'm letting you know, if you disturb that dirt, or whoever does disturb that dirt, will die.
His eyes get really big.
Good day, sir. And I leave.
Good day, kindly man whom has made me the richest person in my town.
And I leave him. For however much longer he lives before he disturbs the fucking thing and dies.
Cool. And you guys head to Rage Bay, probably.
You know what? No, let's go to fucking Riverfell or something, you know? Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
let's go see what the other party's doing.
Of course.
Wonderful.
Let's go to a random dwarven ruin in the middle of a forest.
Yeah. The question is, which party wins in a fight?
Well, obviously them, because they have a bard.
Take the bard out.
There's 4 melee classes and a spellcaster. I think they're tanky enough to...
Yeah, but you guys have a lot of magic.
That is true.
The problem is Dirge could probably take out one of us before anything even happens.
Yeah, probably the
true.
small girl that doesn't have very high AC.
Would Dirge kill the girl first? I don't know.
No.
Depends on
Dirge
how...
would 100% kill the lizard first.
It'd probably be the lizard, or if there's someone else I could clearly identify as a spellcaster. Probably not the child.
Yeah, either the lizard or Quill. I
You
mean,
can try to kill the lizard.
here's the thing. Yeah, Dirge would definitely have like. I would say that like the lizard out of the party would look like the biggest threat.
Yeah.
But he's not a spellcaster, of which there are 3 in this party.
Correct.
Anyways, we depart.
It would really just come down to initiative rolls after
After Dirge.
Guys, we're gonna call it.
Okay.
With
Alright.
you guys making it back to Rage Bay, I will explain the city start of next session. Friend, thank you all for coming out. I know it was a short session today.
A short session? Well, I guess we did fuck
It was like
around.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, we did fuck around for a long-ass time.
Yeah, it's good though. I was happy that we even played.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if we would.
I wanted to get a mini session, but
Yeah, I'm very happy that we got a session, and I can play this character more so I get her character down. I think I have a direction I want this character to go in, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll need to think about it more.
oh, the goblin does not. Or wait,
You cut out a bit?
the goblin that you guys have captured doesn't explode on the way to Rage Bay. Just as a heads up.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh, good.
I'm assuming we have more than one day of travel, so somewhere along the road, Quill would have just like sent a "Hey, we're coming" message at the like 7 to 9 p.m. to Edwin,
Maybe you should
and
tell
also
them.
we have the goblin,
Maybe you should
Cool.
tell them
He'd
about
be
the
like-
and like also just like, "Hey, we'll be here on this day."
He'll
maybe,
go. Go ahead.
maybe you should tell them about the explosion thing or something.
I said in the first message that we sent to him.
Well, no, I'm talking about the goblin specifically.
I mean, his brain will die if he doesn't do whatever it was he was told, but that's not really important to Edwin Mercer. Okay, you have to understand that's all Quill knows about the spell.
That's
that
true.
his brain will die if he doesn't do what he was told.
Well, I'm more worried about why he's so acquiescent to.
I mean, we can talk about that with Edwin. There were no other spells affecting him when I did identify on him, so I'm not that concerned.
All right. Well,
If that makes sense.
yeah, that's fair enough.
Like, still, if his thing was to deliver packages, and even though he doesn't have his packages, he still wants to go. It makes me think he's still got something on him.
Either that
I
or he's
think-
fucking retarded, and we might be over
He
analyzing
might be
it.
being followed by like some sort of like invisible sensor, and they're trying to figure out like what we're getting our orders from or something like that. I don't know. We'll talk about it next week or throughout the week. We should use Discord on more than just Saturdays.
You guys can talk here about like what you want to do in games here all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to remember to, cause fuck, I have too much free time now. I'll talk about like theories and shit at some point this week. But yeah, I am gonna dip out. Good session. Thanks everyone. Thanks for running it, Senko.
I'm
Have a great time.
Thanks for playing.
See you guys.
So, Senko, I'm not my schedule. I'll be good this week and weekend. But getting after that, I'm going to be getting sent somewhere else for a month,
Ooh, right,
where I will not have access to a computer.
right.
Good thing
That's
I.
okay. That'll be fine. I'll figure out what to do with characters in the meantime.
Okay.
I don't even know what we're gonna be doing with the Wednesday game because
Okay.
I don't know what my new schedule is yet. So I have to talk to everybody about that.
Sure.
Soon, because my new shifts are long. Basically, I'm gonna be working like probably 55 hours a week.
All right.
55 to 60 hours. So, because like these games, I'll probably be late more frequently.
Okay.
Because the reason that I'm gonna be super busy like this for the next period of time is we're hiring a lot of new people and we're doing it in increments of 8 at a time. So I have a week to work with these people. 8 at a time, but they're all on different schedules. So I have to be there.
Okay.
I have to be there for both schedules now, basically during. I don't think I have to stay with them 24/7. After the first couple days, so it's just gonna depend on the class, right? So like if their first day dialing is on a Wednesday, I won't be able to run the game that week because I have to be with them until
Okay.
at least 9 o'clock, sometimes 11 o'clock at night, depending on the class.
All right.
So what I'm trying to say is, this Wednesday, I don't know what time I'm gonna get out. Next Wednesday, I don't know what time I'm gonna get out. The good news with this game is we already start late and we close at 8, so the latest I'll ever be home is like 9.
Okay.
So the worst comes to worst, we start a little bit late, but I could probably usually leave at 7 right now on Saturdays because by 6 o'clock most people have dipset from work because nobody wants to work late on a Saturday.
Okay.
But the Wednesday game we may have to figure some stuff out with that. AKA, it's probably gonna be really consistent play.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if it goes later, I'll probably have to bow out.
Oh, I'm not planning on going later. I can't go later on
Okay.
the weekdays. Do this. That's
Good. Yes, because I would not be able to sustain that.
yeah. Because when I say my class starts at 12, that means I usually have to get there at like 10:30 to talk to the other managers and figure shit out. Which
Yeah.
means I don't get home till 11. So I'm working 12-hour days. I can't DM after working 12-hour days all week twice.
Yeah.
At least until I get like more settled in with everybody. That way
they can text me like they've been doing instead of expecting to text me and me show up for a meeting every day.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, yeah, just you keep us informed. I'll keep you informed of my schedule. I'm assuming that our new moderator here, Cole, will keep track of everyone and put us in an Excel spreadsheet and make sure to pass it on to you.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to organizing things for like a schedule, like for other people other than myself, I'm pretty good at that. But
I need you to write me a message real quick in the other Discord.
yeah.
I need you to write this down verbatim. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Hi friends, Jordan Sankovic here, your friendly neighborhood DM. Recently, with my
Hang on a
job
second. Your friendly neighborhood DM here.
Recently, with my new promotion, I want you to spell it promotion.
Oh,
Jordan
promotion. Okay.
Skin.
Skin. There we go.
Jordan Sankovic, do not know how this game will. We will still be running the game. I will just be telling people on weeks that I cannot. It'll probably be the day of. So if you have to make plans, do it.
Hang on a second. I'm still at Jordan Sinkovich.
I forgot what I was saying.
Something about the game and like it wasn't.
The game's gonna be a little bit less consistent, so if you guys can't make sessions, that's fine. You can put that in your own. Just try to do what I do and let me know like the day of. Shit at work's just gonna be crazy for the next week or two until I figure out my schedule. Thank you all for being lovely and understand.
Okay.
Jordan Stankovic out.
Give me a second. I need to.
I was trying to go fast so it'd be like telephone, and I'd just be like, "What the fuck is this message?" The next day. Man, I need a secretary full time. This is awesome. Holy shit, life would be easier if I had a secretary.
Well, I mean, it depends on how much you pay me. Because if you pay me enough, I'll get over my fear. I'll work to get over it, but you know.
I do not make enough money to pay you that much, friend.
Okay, so DM consistently anymore. You'll message us on the weeks you can't do it.
Yeah. For this week, it's gonna be if I can make it or not. I'm not sure. So if you guys do make other plans or whatever, that's fine. Just post it in chat. Basically.
Okay. Certain week.
I'll figure it out after this week if we have to like find a new day or something, but you don't have to type that part.
Oh.
I'm just saying this to you, but like, as of right now, I think we can swing run. Still, I just don't know if I can do them every. I'll probably put these games on like each one's gonna be another week, but like separate or something like that. Just to alleviate a little bit of bullshit off myself.
Okay. Alright, let me actually end my stream